Gary, it's great to have you back on InvestorStream following an excellent announcement today on the progress of the Borba drill campaign. I understand it's been a very busy time for you, so we won't keep you too long. Just a couple of quick questions if we can. Firstly, based on what you've seen from this first zone that you've intersected, can you take us through the correlation between what you're seeing here and the nearby Ord Bend gas field, and just how productive is the Kione in this part of the Sacramento Basin?
Thanks, Alex, and thanks for the opportunity again. The nearby Ord Bend gas field was the reason we decided to drill this well directionally in the first place. We mapped out a reasonable sized amplitude anomaly that we thought was totally separated from the Ord Bend field and the Kione, or basal Kione, and what's known locally as the night sand production that's over there. So we're confident on the correlation, and we're confident that the first bright amplitudes that we see on the seismic correlate to these sands. The sands in the Ord Bend field have produced and tests up to 5 million cubic feet of gas a day. That's 5,000 MCF a day for those who struggle with the number of zeros on some of these things. We sell gas on the basis of an MCF. So it's a good correlation. The wells, there have been some very, very productive wells over there from quite thin sands. So we think that's a good correlation. The Kione and as well as the Forbes, which is below it, and the Dobbins and Gwynder have all produced at the Willows Beehive Bend gas field to the south, and that field's produced over 650 BCF of gas in its history. So we're in big gas country, and all of these zones are capable of having gas flows, and it's great to get some flows out of the known knowns of the basin.
Okay, excellent. So 190 feet seems like a nice thick interval for you. What was the expectation?
Well, certainly well and truly on the high end of expectations for us. 90 feet of gas in this zone was, sort of middle expectation that with various of us have put into distributions to determine what might come out of here, and including our independent resource estimator. So we're on the high end, which is a really pleasing result. And obviously 190 feet of gross gas shows at this point makes us very happy.
And your interpretation is that we have over 13 more zones to potentially intersect. Is that correct?
Yes, Alex, it is correct. Our independent assessor mapped 19 individual bright or high amplitude anomalies in the area of the Borba one well. And we've designed this well to be drilled directionally to intercept somewhere between 11 and 14 of those, depending on which mapper is looking at this prospect. We've actually mapped 27 separate significant amplitudes in the Borba area, and in the past we actually published a pink map that the brighter the pink, the more prospective that area was. So people can look back and have a look at that and see that that's what we're basing all this on. Alex, because there's so many zones, this is why we say the area is Dempsey on steroids. More amplitudes than at Dempsey, stacked in a more compact area. We have a new geological model that is based on 3D seismic, and we have extensive 3D seismic, probably more than most people that have worked in this area of the basin. And so you can see why we get a little excited about the results so far. This is the first of many interesting zones to come.
And just finally, Gary, with WTI and Brent both up strongly, you flagged that good progress is being made in Canada. What are the next steps there?
Certainly, and sorry for missing that part of your question. Yeah, definitely. We're reinstating production at Alberta Plains acquisition, which was the second acquisition we announced. And so that's coming along well, and meeting plans, and we have plans to step that production up in increments over the next 12 months. And with the good solid oil prices, that's what we're going to do. We'll probably put more out on this in shortly as we get the results from the actual production reinstatement. Separately, we expect the Red Earth acquisition to close this month, and that was the 1,000 barrel a day gross. We will have 30% of that, so 300 barrels a day net to us. And it is still producing around 1,000 barrels a day, and so we're looking forward to getting that deal closed and starting to get some of that revenue coming into our coffers.
Thanks, Gary. Really appreciate the update, and hopefully we'll be chatting again soon.
Thank you. I appreciate the opportunity.